guys, it's Tasia. Like, it's good to see you, or I'm coming to see you. I just wanted to put that out there in case there are any of you who don't know how to pronounce my name, so that's how you pronounce it. I finally decided to create this video for you guys because, let's see, I created my Instagram account like over a year ago, and since then I've had several people tell me that I should create a YouTube channel. So I finally got around to making this video. I just kind of want to tell you a little bit about myself and how I started gaining weight in the first place and what really kicked me in gear to start losing it. Now, I didn't really start gaining weight until like close to my teenage years. Right around that time, my stepdad passed away. Shortly after that, my brother moved out, and it was just my mom and I. And things just kind of went downhill from there. It got very chaotic at home. I won't really go into detail about it all, but we ended up leaving Alabama and moving to Georgia. And then we moved back to Alabama, and then we moved back to Georgia, and then we probably moved like 6 or 7 times around southern Georgia where we live now, but we're finally in a stable home, which is good. But what really made me start gaining weight, besides the fact that I was, swapping schools and being a depressed teenager, was when I graduated high school and started college. I started college and got my first job working at Sonic Drive-In on the side, which didn't help because I was sneaking to the back to eat tater tots, and I was drinking shakes and eating chili cheese conies and french fries. It was just bad stuff. Not to mention I was pounding Dr. Peppers daily. It's my favorite drink. But aside from that, being in college, I started meeting new people and I started to party a lot. Like, it was pretty much every day. Like, not a day went by where I didn't either be a lazy bum, eat like crap, or get wasted. I was picking up bad habits, like smoking cigarettes and stuff. It just really started taking a toll on me, and that's when I started packing on the pounds. But what really kicked my ass in gear to start losing the weight was this one night my friends and I decided to go out, and I think we may have been like celebrating her birthday or something, I don't really remember, but we go to this club and there are these girls like dancing on stage having a good time, and one of my friends is like, hey, that looks fun, let's go up there. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm down for anything, so I didn't care. And I look over at my other friend and I'm like, you want to go? She's like, no, I'm not going. So she ended up staying, and her and I went up there and started dancing. Now, we weren't up there for probably like 30 seconds to a minute, if that. And suddenly the DJ gets on the microphone and he's like, shh, if you're fat or ugly, we don't want you on our stage. And then this security guy comes up to me and grabs me by my arm and like escorts me off stage. And the crowd is like cheering him on. They're like clapping their hands and screaming, but I didn't really let it get to me at that point. At that point, I was just really pissed off, and I ended up cussing him out off to the side. It was later that night that it really got to me, and I started crying my eyes out. And later I'd go shopping, and it was hard just to find clothes to fit in the first place, but in the dressing room, I didn't like what I saw in the mirror when the clothes finally came off. I was just really sick and tired of looking the way I looked and feeling the way I felt, so I knew there was only one way to change, and that was to change myself. So I got a gym membership. I had finally quit working at Sonic, actually, so I was working at a nail salon, working like 10 to 12 hours a day, and so I was always going to the gym late at night because I'm not a morning person. I'm trying to get into that habit. But anyway, I'm on the treadmill, and I see my reflection in the mirror, and I wanted to cry. But I told myself, I was like, no, you're not going to cry. You're going to suck it up, and you are going to be a fit bitch one day. And I started power walking. And that moment was what really kicked me in gear. I knew what I wanted, and I haven't quit since. And as for that DJ, I saw him a couple months ago, and confronted him at a club after I danced on stage all night and sweated my ass off and had to get off myself because I was so tired from dancing. I really let him have it, and he apologized to me over and over, but I made him feel this big, and he deserved it. I have fell in love with fitness. I love the way that exercising makes me feel. I love the results that I'm getting, and not only that, but I'm healthy. I wasn't healthy getting drunk and smoking cigarettes and eating like shit. You know, that's not healthy. It's about your health. Like, my mom, the lifestyle that she chose to live is the reason why she's in the situation she is in now. She's a brittle diabetic. She has liver problems, kidney problems. I drive her back and forth to dialysis 3 times a week. I hate seeing my mother suffer. But it's life. But I don't want that life. So I do what I have to do every day to prevent myself from ever being in her shoes. And you should too. You know, exercising and eating right is really just about your health. The looks are just a bonus. Okay? And I'm currently in training for my first competition. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm super excited. I know I won't be as lean as the pros because it's like less than a month away, but I'm going to get up there and strut my stuff anyway because I am damn proud of what I've worked hard for. And you should be too. Be proud of every step you take, okay? Progress over perfection. If you lose track or, you know, fail or quit, just pick up where you left off and keep going. Don't ever say that you don't have time for something, because nobody has time. You have to make time. It's like doing your laundry. Ain't nobody got time for that. You gotta make time. So make time for you. Okay?